In 1974, two scientists had discovered the 3.2 million year old skeleton of a type of hominid called Australopithecus. I pronounced that the best I could. They named this Australopithecus Lucy. You're hearing that song now, which is from Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, which is who they based that name off of. This is significant for two reasons. It was a complete skeleton of an adult female hominid. The picture on the left shows her skeleton. But walking upright helped them travel distances more easily. They were also able to spot threatening animals and carry food and children. These early hominids had already developed the opposable thumb. This means that the tip of the thumb can cross the palm of the hand. The opposable thumb was crucial for tasks such as picking up small objects and making tools. You're probably like, what the heck is an opposable thumb? Have you got a coin? Well, pull it out and try and pick it up without your thumb. Try and pick up that coin without your thumb. See the difference in animals and humans? The beauty is that they mirror each other. Missing bones on one side are intact on the other side. The other two pictures show recreations of Lucy's full skeleton. So this picture here is a recreation of what she might have looked like. The Paleolithic Age was from 2.5 million to 8,000 BC. There was no farming. There were no stores to buy food. People were hunter-gatherers, meaning they hunted in small bands and moved from place to place in search of food and berries. When the food sources ran out, they moved. People moved around, and they were called nomads. At the same time, they found ways to adapt their surroundings. They made simple tools and weapons out of the materials at hand: stone, bone, wood. At some point, the Stone Age people developed spoken language, which let them cooperate during the hunt and perhaps discuss plans for the future. During several ice ages, the earth cooled. To endure the cold, Paleolithic people invented clothing. They wrapped themselves in animal skins. They took refuge in cages or under rocky overhangs during the long winters. They eventually learned to build fires for warmth and cooking. People also began to leave evidence of their belief in a spiritual world. To them, the world was full of spirits and forces, that is, in animals, objects, or dreams. These beliefs are known as animism. Critical thinking question: what three ways did the Paleolithic people adapt to their surroundings? What three ways did the Paleolithic people adapt to their surroundings? Now, if you don't remember, rewind back to the previous slide. I answered this verbally. It will not show up on the screen. In 1960, archaeologists Lewis and Mary Leakey discovered a hominid fossil in northern Tanzania. The Leakeys named the fossil Homo habilis, which means man of skill. The Leakeys and other researchers found tools made of lava rock. They believed Homo habilis used tools to cut meat and crack open bones. Tools made the task of survival easier. About 1.6 million years ago, before Homo habilis left the scene, another species of hominids appeared in East Africa. This species is now known as Homo erectus, or the upright man. Some anthropologists believe Homo erectus was a more intelligent and adaptable species than Homo habilis. Homo erectus people used intelligence to develop technology. They became skillful hunters and invented sophisticated tools for digging, scraping, and cutting. They also eventually became the first hominids to migrate or move from Africa. Fossils and stone tools showed that bands of Homo erectus hunters settled in India, China, and Southeast Asia, and Europe. Fire provided warmth in cold climates. It helped them cook food, and it helped them frighten away animals. So the control of fire also probably helped Homo erectus settle new lands. And the Homo erectus was the first to ever use fire. They also were the first to begin the spoken language. Language, like technology, probably gave Homo erectus greater control over the environment and boosted chances for survival. The teamwork needed to plan hunts and cooperate in other tasks probably relied on language. Homo erectus might have named objects, places, animals, and plants and exchanged ideas. The next group is Homo sapiens, which are comprised of the Neanderthal and the Cro-Magnon. Many scientists believe Homo erectus eventually developed into Homo sapiens, the species name for modern humans. Homo sapiens means wise men. While they physically resembled Homo erectus, Homo sapiens had much larger brains. Neanderthals were powerfully built. They had heavy slanted brows, well-developed muscles, and thick bones. To many people, the name Neanderthal calls up some comic strip image of a club-carrying caveman. However, archaeological discoveries reveal a more realistic picture of these early hominids who lived between 200,000 and 30,000 years ago. Evidence suggests that Neanderthals tried to explain and control their world. They developed religious beliefs and performed rituals. About 40,000 years ago, a group of prehistoric humans called Cro-Magnons appeared. Their skeletal remains show that they are identical to modern humans. The remains also indicate that they were probably strong and generally about 5'1" tall. About 5'1". Cro-Magnons migrated from North Africa to Europe and Asia. Cro-Magnons made many new tools with specialized uses. Unlike Neanderthals, they planned their hunts. They studied animal behavior. They studied animals' habits and stalked their prey. This allowed their populations to grow at a faster rate and eventually replace the Neanderthals. Give me 2 ways prehistoric people survived. You have to write this in a complete sentence, so I gave you an optional sentence starter. Prehistoric people survived by blank. Make sure your name and period is on your paper. Once you are done, place your paper in the pink basket on my desk, which is our turn-in basket, and move on to your activity.